Yokohama Buntai venue once again bouncing. Everybody excited about Yokohama. The B-CORSAIRS team hasn't made it to the playoffs this season, but nevertheless have established an identity, one that is very competitive, very fast. Certainly in the conference that they play in, arguably the toughest of all the conferences. You can see they've got 24 wins and 34 defeats down their second bottom in that middle column. And right above them, Fighting Eagles Nagoya at 28-30. They've got a chance to finish the season 500. They'd like to do that if they win these two games. And Yosemite Brex, Chiba Jets, Santa New Phoenix, Alvark Tokyo, Ryukyu Golden Kings, and Shimane Susanoo Magic all up at the top of their respective conferences, and those are the playoff matchups as set really that we'll be looking forward to. Of course, Santa New Phoenix, Ryukyu Golden Kings, with Yosemite Brex perhaps the favorites going into the playoffs, but you got the regular season and you got the postseason, and we'll see which team is able to raise its game just that little bit more that you're going to need in the postseason to be successful. Aaron Henry, a big player for Fighting Eagles Nagoya, player that you want to keep your eye on. Looking at his numbers coming into today's game, Aaron Henry is 20 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, 4.6 assists. So he does a little bit of everything for this team. No Damian Inglis today for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. We're not sure why, but he is a big absence. They do have Sasayama, Nana, Clark, Sugiura, Maeno, Oba in the starting lineup today. Keeper Ravena coming off the bench. Kentamura, the captain. Mike Kotsar, Kai King, Matsuzaki, and Sudo playing for Coach Lassie Tuovi. And for Fighting Eagles Nagoya, it'll be Olajobi, who's a real powerhouse. Namizato, Sadohara, Sugimoto, Henry, Nakamura, who likes to knock him down. Kanda, Uchiho, Sasayama, Yasuoka. And Namizato, important player for this Fighting Eagles Nagoya team, coming in at 8 points, 4.2 assists per game. Here's a look at him. Driving in, doesn't matter who he's going up against, he is fearless. And it's not just about the scoring for him, it's about setting up his teammates, and Henry makes a nice target. And some dazzling passes by Namizato makes him, on many occasions, worth the price of admission. So you look at the relative form of late, and it's been some tough games for Yokohama. They did get a 71-70 win over Sunrocker Shibuya in their last game, but before that, they lost several games in a row. And Gary Clark, arguably the main man for this team. Well, 15 points, 7.6 rebounds, 2.2 assists. He's a three-point threat. But yeah, that win over Sunrocker Shibuya snapped a 6-game losing streak for Yokohama. Before that, they had won 1 out of their previous 3 as well. But before that, they've won 4 in a row. So, you know, the highs and lows of professional basketball, you got to be able to snap yourself out of your funks. They've had a myriad of good results, bad results. They got blown out by excuse me, they blew out Akita Northern Happiness, and they lost to Akita Northern Happiness to start that 6-game losing skid. They did have a narrow defeat to San In, 82-77. Here is, as you look at the Fighting Eagles, Nagoya Henry, and again, his numbers. Something about the left-handers always look better, don't they? Not just about the scoring, but feeding his teammate down low, although that was, wouldn't say that was the best defense in that low post. But he will be one of the key men today, as always, for Fighting Eagles Nagoya, who also split their last couple. They split a couple last weekend with Seahorses Makawa, one of the better teams in the B-League. And you can see their previous meetings with Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. But they've been in much better form of late. So Nagoya going to start with Namizato, Saitohara, Henry, Yasuoka, and Sean O'Mara. Yasuoka comes in at just under 7 points per game, 2.3 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and Saitohara comes in averaging 12.6 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. Sean O'Mara, also the big center, 12.6 points, 9.7 rebounds, so averaging just under double-double. And Coach Kawabe comes out hoping to get those 2 wins to get the team to 500. Raise the sail indeed for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Kiefer Ravena, that's going to be coming off the bench today, and I guess bringing that spark. And I think the reason why is with no Inglis today, their leading scorer, Coach Lassie Tuovi needs a little bit of scoring punch. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm reading between the lines. That's why that change has happened. So they're going to start with Clark, Oba, Mori, Kotsar, and Matsuzaki. Oba also has been a good player. He's been a spark. There he is. He comes in averaging 4 points per game. Compare that to Kiefer Ravena at 9.3 points, 3.8 assists. And the Philippines national team guard, Kiefer Ravena, is definitely, there's Coach Lassie Tuovi, also the Finland national team coach. But Kiefer Ravena, definitely one of the better players, in my opinion, and important players in this Yokohama B-CORSAIRS team, especially in year one after Yuki Kawamura heading to the NBA. So for Yuichi Ito and Kai, the referees for today's game. And again, look at the starting fives for both teams. On the left, Clark, Oba, Kenta Mori, number 18, the point guard. Kotsar, the Estonia international, number 21. Excuse me, Oba, number 24. Excuse me, Matsuzaki, number 24, Oba 14, as I said it. And then you've got Namizato, number 3, the point guard for Nagoya, along with Saitohara, number 8, Henry 11, Yasuoka 23, and Omara 54. Well, where else would you rather be right now in Japan than at a B-League game? This is where it's all about. It's all a lot of excitement around basketball in Japan. The league, it's strong. Yeah, you're at the end of the regular season, this final weekend, so these players probably, a lot of them tired, looking forward to the offseason, but they want to go out with a flourish, and we're underway. And it's Yokohama in the dark jerseys, attacking the basket to the right on your screen, pointing up against Fighting Eagles Nagoya. And already. The block by O'Mara as Clark attacks the rim. First time these two teams met, Yokohama won 93-77 back on December 18th. And that is the miss. Namizato has it. And the second time it was Fighting Eagles Nagoya that won as Clark gets in and scores. And that was on April 9th. So the home court advantage has not been there in this series. We'll see if that changes today. And there he is, Henry. Tough to stop when he gets it that close to the basket. Not that much rim protection on that play. Here's the three-point shot, and you can count it. And coming right out and making his presence felt in that starting five, Oba. Now the turnover. And Matsuzaki fouled as he crosses midcourt. Misato, 35 years of age, but playing like he's 25. Here's another three, and you can count it from Oba. Well, take it from me, Lassie Tuovi knows a little bit about attacking opponents from the perimeter. All of his teams, one of the hallmarks of his teams is they get up a lot of three-pointers, and Oba making him look smart coming out and knocking down the first couple that he takes. That was Clark knocking that ball away. Then Kento Mori quickly getting it up the floor. Back to Clark, who gets his first bucket. And it could not be a better start for Yokohama. It was quite a start for Oba. He played 20 minutes in that last game against Sunrocker Shibuya, didn't score. So you just never know from one game to the next. Meanwhile, you had Inglis did play in that game, 31 points, 10 rebounds, and that just illustrates what you're missing by not having him today. Scoring production, and now a turnover right out of the timeout, and it leads to another break, and then another turnover. Hamizato just snatched it out of the air, but really, I mean, it was thrown right to him. That was a missed opportunity. And again, you need to value those possessions. Kento Mori trying to strike quick, get a layup, but that was not a good pass. Hamizato misses. Here comes Yokohama. Nice give and go. Mori into Kotsar. Romero takes it into the paint. Backs up, spins, turns. Nice soft touch. Another three-pointer, this one from Clark. 3 threes already for Yokohama. Nice Nice spin, nice drive, nice hoop. Olojobi getting his first bucket. Checked into the game. Kotsar has it. Clark. That was a heat check. From the right corner. That's Azaki. Dribbles with his head up. Kiefer Ravena getting off the bench, getting ready to check in, as well as Kai King for Yokohama. Mori to the corner, and probably not the best shot there from Oba as he was kind of falling out of bounds. His momentum was carrying him to the right, and no box out. Oh boy, an absolute, well, good offensive rebound and put back by Omara. In his second season with Fighting Eagles Nagoya, the former Xavier big man in American college basketball. Here's a drive, and Kotsar misses, but the foul has been called, and Omara can't believe they've called it on him. You can hear what he's saying. Calling that foul awful. Okay, well, let's see if what I said about Ravena holds true, if he does bring a little bit of scoring impetus from the bench. Meanwhile, Kai King also a nice spark coming off the bench. That's his customary role. Kotsar, meanwhile, takes his time and is well short. He's had a shaky start to the day, which isn't good for Yokohama considering there's no Inglis. And misses both of them badly. He was well short on one and long on the other. And that is a man that is not comfortable at the free throw line. Olojobi drives in, nowhere to go, went right into Kotsar. Here's Ravena into Kotsar. See if he can get on track. Passes it back outside to Clark, the main man. He jacks it up, leans in, trying to get a foul called, and nothing. Referee's letting him play. That said, they did call the foul on Omara. Here's Namizato, gets it to the corner. And a little bit of love from the rim for Uchiho. So he only averages 2.3 points per game. He's already above his average. But Uchiho three-pointer ties it up. Also coming into the game now, Nakamura. Sugiyota checks into the game, as does Sudo for Yokohama. Oh, Henry comes back in. Aaron Henry. Ravena to Sugiura. Gets it back. Shot clock about to expire. Ravena's got to get it up. He does. Stagnant offense that time. Three-pointer is good for Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Uchiho knocks down his second of the game in the past minute. And now the steal by Henry. And 25-year-old fouled as he attacks. Now Yokohama is a little bit sloppy on offense. telegraphing passes. Kiefer Ravena guilty as charged on that one. So now it's Yokohama's turn to call a timeout, to push the reset button. Well, you get the great start, you come out, everything's going well, and then you start turning the basketball over, and that leads to easy opportunities for the opposition. And the opposition also start knocking down three-pointers, albeit with a little bit of luck. Not on this one, though, from Ocho. That was nothing but net. Well, when these teams met just a few weeks ago, Aaron Henry had 19 points, Satohara had 13, and Yasuoka had 10. And, I mean, the only player in double figures in that game was Inglis for Yokohama. They just could not throw the ball in from standing on the beach into the ocean. That's how bad it was. It was like 3 of 23 from three-point range. So they are heavily reliant on those shots from deep. Aaron Henry misses with his first attempt in his second season with Fighting Eagles Nagoya. And in that first game that was won by Yokohama at Nagoya. Oh, Henry misses both, so both teams struggling at the free throw line. Henry also had 19 points. Satohara had 15. Here's Ravena, that's much more like it. Attacked the basket. But it was Inglis who had 22 points and Clark had 33 and Kai King had 15 points for Yokohama in that December win. Oh, nice answer, and that man is hot as a firecracker. Uchiho now with 9 points. Now the turnover. Things not going well for Yokohama. Sasayama picks it up. There's Henry. Ball goes out of bounds. Stay at this end. Well, if I'm Henry there, I'm not liking that shot. You just swing it, get it to the players that are knocking them down while they're hot. Oh, good job, Kotsar, getting his hand up. Mara comes back into the game. There's so many good teams in this Central Conference. Here's Henry. Down low it goes, and Romero's going to the free throw line. He seemed a little more powerful in that low post than what we've seen from Kotsar at the other end, but it was Kai King that actually picks up the foul. Here's O'Mara. First one is good. Also played with Shiga, Osaka, in fact, before he joined Nagoya in the 2023-24 season. He played with Osaka the year before that. Played for Nara and Osaka also in 2019-2020. So he clearly likes the B-League. Likes living in Japan. Nice bounce pass. No, this time it was kicked. That was the right idea. There's a three, counted for Sudo. Henry, just kind of gallops to the basket. Ravana, nice pass. And Yokohama going to keep it, but it just looks like Yokohama a little bit intimidated when they're attacking the basket because of the presence of Sean O'Mara, especially Kotsar. He does not look comfortable at all. Oba comes back into the game. Boy, Oba this time. He left his feet. If you leave your feet there, you better know what you're doing with it when you take off. Changed his mind, tried to make a pass. There was nobody there. Could have shot it. O'Mara backs as well. Nice touch. Nice footwork. 7 points for O'Mara. The lead goes back to 6. Kotsar. Loses his dribble, gets it back. Oba, will it be his third three? No. Good box out, or good battle for the rebound, Sugiura. And then he is fouled. Ucho picks up his first. He's been a big part of this start. Ucho has got 9 points to lead all scorers in the game. 3 threes. Sadohara checks back into the game. He was yanked out of the contest just a minute and a half in. Coach wasn't happy. Sugiura. Well, Fighting Eagles Nagoya have turned him into a jump shooting team, and O'Mara goes in for the two-handed dunk. And again, you got to have that balance. Got to be able to attack that basket. We saw Kiefer Ravana drive to the bucket. We did see Clark drive to the bucket early and wasn't successful. Here's Clark in the left corner, and the foul called on Sadohara. But when you're struggling on offense, you need to go down low, get that high percentage look, in my opinion. I'm a little old school in that regard. So a second quick foul on Sadohara. He's having a rough start to the game. Nana checks into the game. Sadohara goes back out. Yasuoka, number 23, comes back in. He hasn't scored yet in the game. And Sudo is at the stripe. This is the other thing. Oh my goodness. If you're Lassie 12, you just want to throw your water bottle across the court. This team started well enough, but they haven't played well since. They're 0 of 3 at the free throw line. And Sudo makes the second. It's one way to get yourselves back into the game if you can get to the free throw line, but you got to make those free throws. Nakamura over to Henry. Back to Nakamura. Henry for 3. I forget what I said about not shooting threes for Henry. Now the lead is 10. He's got 7. Clark, his progress impeded, puts it up. Great defense. Just looked lost on what he wanted to do. 3-point look. And the offensive rebound again, 8-second differential, the game clock and shot clock. 3-point shot, and this time a little bit of a heat check for Uchiho. Well, Sudo. Shot clock winding down, or game clock rather. 3 seconds on the game clock, and Henry playing some good defense. Just 0.7. I think there might be a little bit more time than that. Let's see. Nope, just 0.7. And Nana called it in the lane and was able to get the shot off, but well defended. That man there, Uchiho, with 9 points, is 27-17. FE Nagoya on top of Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. See Henry putting his hands on those of Uchiho because of his three-point shooting. Wants some of that to rub off on him. Although Henry's also knocked down a three-pointer already. 4 of 9 for FE Nagoya, 4 of 10 for Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. Talking about the three-point shooting. Well, the problem is inside the arc, FE Nagoya, 11 of 19. Compare that to 6 of 20 for Yokohama, who just haven't looked. They're not just missing, they're missing bad close to the basket. So it just looks like a team that's a little bit intimidated in that low post. Well, they gave away a good opportunity to sing, but he missed. Checked into the game. It has just started so well for Yokohama, but it just feels like they're almost on the ropes right now, the way things are going. Not getting any success. I mean, you know, in a game like this, you can see where you miss Inglis because he's obviously a huge, big, strong man that can attack anywhere on the court, and they don't have anything to confront this man right here, Henry. Henry and O'Mara just kind of owning this game. Henry already with 8 points. O'Mara has 9 points, 5 rebounds. And then when you add the fact that they're hitting some threes, that makes them really difficult. One thing that you would say about Henry, he does not lack for arc on his free throw. Boy, he really gets the ball up there, doesn't he? Three-point shot from Clark. But the one thing you can do when you're struggling like Yokohama are right now, you can really toughen up on defense. Oh, Amara, nowhere to go. Forces one up. Good defense. And Amara needs to be careful about pointing to the referee. Nice play. That's much better. Amara's like pointing at the referee because he didn't call a foul, as if to tell him off. He doesn't need to do that when his team's up by 12 points. Here he is again. See if the help comes. Ooh, Henry. And nice bucket. Henry looking unstoppable right now. Here's a drive and the block from O'Mara. Henry, oh, what a beautiful, look at Euro step in the lane. And Ravena coming in with his team in dire need of a spark. Sugimoto also comes into the game for Nagoya. Fighting Eagles Nagoya looking like they're not going to take any prisoners today. And Henry gets the first to go. Taking over. He could go for a big number today already in double digits. Here's the layup. Nice from Kintamori. Take what the opponent gives you. And they've had a few opportunities to drive to the basket. That's keeping them in the game. Nice read by Gary Clark. And great attack. Henry goes over to help up Clark. Good hustle back by number 11, and Clark right here. Henry wasn't going to give up. Yeah, that's just a good play by Clark. And Henry's saying, I got back on defense and went up. I didn't push anybody. And that play right there just kind of illustrates again how difficult it is for Yokohama inside. Even on a fast break, they're struggling. And Gary Clark just does not look himself today. He needs to see the bus. He needs to see the ball go in the hoop. And makes one of two. So just 2 of 6 from the free throw line. Yokohama, that's not good defense. And it's the defense that's going to give them the opportunities. Ravena goes in. When you're struggling, you've got to rely on your D. Create some opportunities, some easy buckets. Great play by Clark. Good decision to put a little bit of pressure on Nagoya as they brought the ball up the floor. Really, it was Sang that kind of got caught in no man's land, picking up the dribble, nowhere to go with it, and just he was swarmed, just kind of overrun by Clark. 33-24. Misato checking back into the game. Blows, and coming right out of the timeout, a turnover. And just a little bit of an opening here for Yokohama here early in the second quarter. Clark puts up a tough shot. My goodness. He was trying to drive and it wasn't there. Sadahara. Misato. Oh, nice shot. Back up to a 12-point advantage. Ravena for three. O'Mara drives in, and 2 free throws awarded to the 29-year-old center. Who's right at Kotsar. He's got a nice touch at the line, doesn't he? We've seen it make 3 free throws. Well, I say he has a nice touch, and he did not look good at all on that one. So he gets another opportunity, and this time makes it. So back to a 14-point lead. Fighting Eagles Nagoya, 2 games under 500. They can get back to 500 if they get a sweep this weekend. Clark able to get it back. Henry knocks it away. Fighting Eagles Nagoya just looked that a little bit crisper, like they've got that a little bit more bounce in their step. Whoa. Good hustle, Mori keeping it alive. But again, Nagoya threatening to open up an even bigger lead. O'Mara travels, note, a foul, note, 3-second violation, I think. Kentamori into Clark. Nice bounce pass, Kotsar. Misato. Uchiho down to O'Mara. O'Mara. Well, Wasn't able to go to the basket, so pretty decent defense that time. Ravena from the right. And it's back to 9 points, the deficit. Keeper Ravena points to his teammate. Thanks for the pass. So another turnover coming right out of the timeout. It's the second time that's happened. And the foul, the blocking foul on Uchiho. So Uchiho has it taken away. And leads to another opportunity. I'm not sure what his sister Akina would think of that. Akina Uchiho plays for the Fujitsu Red Wave. Very accomplished player. Japanese women's basketball's big time. It's interesting coming out of those timeouts. This Fighting Eagles Nagoya team seems to kind of lose its concentration. And Gary Clark, has been a struggle for him today. Nevertheless, Yokohama have cut the deficit to 8. And again, another free throw line miss for Gary Clark. Oh, nice block from Clark. I tell you what, the defense is what's key. Oh, that looked awkward. I think they got away with a travel. Very lucky. The whistle did not blow on Kotsar. Ravena outside, Sudo. Oh, is that ball blocked? A couple of times we've seen opportunities for Yokohama. Sadahara drives in, lays it up and in. Smart play. And again, just that little bit of frustration for Yokohama. They've got that opportunity to go on a run. And Sadahara does the right thing by not just settling for the jumper, but driving. So back to live action, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. And RESONA drives to the basket. The whistle blows. And foul has been called on Sasayama. So Kiefer RESONA going to the line. See Sasayama there. His brother plays for Yokohama. They're arguing that he shouldn't be shooting free throws. I think RESONA wants to get this free throw up quickly. His brother Riku plays. Doesn't play a lot. Plays just under 4 minutes per game. But maybe we'll see them square off again against each other today. Points, make it 9 now. Well, you talk about needing to get some scoring from the bench, and Kiefer RESONA is providing that for Yokohama today. Sasayama gets it to Amira, who just kind of put his hands up. It looked like he never actually got hold of the ball, but he guided it into the bucket. 13 points. He has been unstoppable, really. Kai King for 3, missed everything. Aaron Henry, Amira with the rebound, 15 points for Amira. Kiefer RESONA bounce pass to Kotsar. Turns. Just does not look comfortable at all today. Kotsar going up against O'Mara. Sudo trying to defend down low and does a good job. Sadahara trying to go right at him. Or he did go right at him. Oh, Kiefer RESONA. Nice patience. Henry for 3. Another offensive rebound and put back by Sadahara. Kai King thought about going back door, wasn't there. Kotsar again, drives in, and the foul called. Still gets blocked by O'Mara, just a little message. Don't bring that stuff in here. Sasayama was moving. But look at that, he's guarded by 3 players. And then O'Mara just says, we're not gonna take any chances. We're gonna block this ball out of bounds. Thanks for the coverage, pal. Don't worry, I got you, O'Mara says. Joby checks in. I have to say, out of all the games that I've seen Kotsar play this season today, and I've seen a lot of them, he has really struggled. And I think that has more to do with the defense and especially the presence of O'Mara down low. Kotsar just has not looked comfortable. So that's better. That gets it back to a 10-point deficit. Singh comes back into the game. So 1.5 minutes remaining in a very crucial final 1.5 minutes of this first half. Nagoya maybe can open up an even bigger lead going to the break, or maybe Wow, a turnover right off the hands of Namizato. It looked like he was trying to make his move before he had the ball. So a chance here for Yokohama to cut into this deficit. They've been second best all first half long. Oh, Kotsar loses it again. This time it's Singh, and he just is not right today. Great, though, play by Clark, and very sloppy Namizato. Beautiful pass from Kotsar. Great follow from Clark. I tell you what, that tells you right there why you never stop. You got to keep going. Your teammate might have his shot blocked or might miss it. You need to be there for the rebound, and they needed a couple of guys that were trailing to get that bucket, and in doing so, they cut the deficit to 8 points. Now Henry, maybe he's been settling a little bit too much, and a hold on Clark. That's 14 fouls now on Yokohama, and it's 2 on Clark, who's really had to work hard today. 7 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. He's played 15 and a half minutes. Clark. Now Henry. Singh with the pick. Henry. Oh my goodness. Matsuzaki kind of slides over to, or Kotsar slides over. Well, it was going to be a foul on one of them, and they called it on Matsuzaki. So back to the free throw line goes Henry. He misses both incredibly. He's been hot and cold at the line, and now Yokohama will try to hold it for the last shot. Shot clock down, or only about a second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Clark gets up to 3, took it early. Henry, they've got time to get one up, and fortunately for Yokohama fans, Sasayama's attempt is short. But at halftime, Fighting Eagles Nagoya leading it 46-38. Henry with 13 points. Comes in averaging 20 points per game, which is second in the league. He plays today and tomorrow. His stats, as of now, his stats don't list among the leaders because he hasn't played enough games. So if he plays today and tomorrow, he will be among the leaders. But again, it is 46-38, Fighting Eagles Nagoya on top of Yokohama B-CORSAIRS at halftime.
So, 50, Kiefer Romero. 3-point shot.
さあそんなキーファー・ラベナ選手、予想が的中した方の中から抽選で本日は3名様にこちら仙台牛ブロックロース 1.5 キロをプレゼントいたします。
はい。
さあ当選された方には後日メールにてご連絡いたしますのでどうぞお楽しみに。明日のホームゲームもぜひ来場者限定の予想企画をトレタデネットの公式 LINE からご参加ください。
以上 B コルの29点目を決めるのは誰だ、プレゼンテッドバイトレタテネットの発表でした。続いては B ローズのハーフタイムショーをお届けします。
まもなく会場内が暗くなります。ご移動の際にはお足元に十分ご注意ください。
ハーフタイムショー B ローズ。
46-38, Fighting Eagles Nagoya on top of Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. And here's a look back at the early action. Yokohama actually jumped out to a 7-point lead at the start of the game. Oba shooting it well in the starting lineup today. He's got 8 points. He's 3-6 from the floor, 2 of 4 from deep. But this is the guy that's really caused problems. O'Mara in that low post. But also on defense, O'Mara has been pretty tough. And then you've got Uchiho, who got that one to drop. He's got 3 3-pointers. That was another one. Kiefer Avena coming off the bench today and bringing some fresh impetus. He's got 11 points to lead the team in scoring, but O'Mara hustling down, and there's really nobody that's able to compete with him today, including Kotsar, who is getting ready to follow that one up, but Oba was able to make the shot. Here is what has helped Yokohama. They've been able to force some turnovers. And 10 turnovers overall from Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Zato knocking down the 3-pointer. O'Mara just is proving to be a little bit too big and strong today, but thankfully Ravena has proved his coach right by bringing him off the bench. And that was a nice pass and great hustle by Clark. So here are the first half stats. Each team with 5 threes, although a higher percentage for Nagoya. 4 more makes inside the arc for Nagoya. And at the free throw line, neither team is doing well. Both teams 7 of 12. But look at the rebounding, 26-17. That is significant for Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Significant difference. 24 points in the paint as well. Kind of indicative of that dominance, that dominant play by O'Mara. Bench points 11 for Nagoya, 15 for Yokohama. The majority of those for Kiefer Ravena. Points off turnovers has been big for Yokohama. They've scored 13, just 3 for Nagoya. So if Nagoya stopped turning it over, it's hard to see this Yokohama team coming back unless they start making a lot of shots. And O'Mara with 15 points already has his double-double at halftime. That's when you know you've been good. Double-double at halftime. It's kind of like the coach says, Sean, you've done enough today. You can take the rest of the day off. He has been dominant. And to be honest, got to give credit to Clark. I mean, he has struggled, but he's continuing to fight. He's playing a lot of big minutes with no Damian Inglis today. One of the key players, Namizato, 3 points, 2 assists, but he has turned it over a couple of times. He also does have a steal. Okay, second half underway, and once again it's Yokohama with possession now, attacking the basket to the left, and that is a great play. And for the second time, we've seen good job passing the basketball from the big fella, Kotsar. And definitely some hand checking going on. So 2 free throws for Yokohama. Yasuoka picks up his first. He's had not a great game today. And it really is head-scratchingly frustrating for definitely Lassi Tuovi, because when you're trailing, you just cannot afford to miss free throws. Namizato across midcourt. Remember, Fighting Eagles Nagoya trying to get to the 500 mark by the end of the season, which they will if they win today and tomorrow. Namizato takes it deep. They pass it. Oh! 5 seconds on the shot clock. Kintamori trying to get the charge, trying to draw the charge. They get a 3. Sadohara misses. Well, the window open right now for a comeback for Yokohama. Can they take advantage? And they are fortunate to come up with the basketball. Oba just telegraphed the pass. Matsuzaki, they got to get it up. They do. Oba rattles out, and they scrap for the basketball. Ooh, almost a travel. Yasuoka keeps it. Henry goes behind the back. Oh, look at the great footwork and the pump fake, and he gets the foul called on Clark. This has not been his strength today, although he does make this one. Aaron Henry was 4 of 8 from the line before that attempt. Now 5 of 9. I'll tell you what, when he goes to the line and he makes them, he looks great. But for some reason, he has missed a handful today. He makes those to take it back to a 9-point advantage. Clark gets it up with a stride, short. I've never seen Clark and Kotsar look so uncomfortable on offense as they do today. Well, they leave Namizato open. He makes them pay. Second three of the day for Namizato. Comes in averaging 8 points per game. 35 years of age. Kintamori. Sadohara, oh, nice spin, Sadohara. Finish wasn't there. Kintamori thought about launching. Oba, Clark gets inside. Matsuzaki from the left corner. Sometimes it just comes down to making shots. Sadahara again, probes, brings it back out. And another bucket forces the timeout. Namizato with 3 threes, 35 years young. And Laissi Tuovi is back to the drawing board for Yokohama, who once again now find themselves trailing big time by 15 points.
Thank you, Beatles! ここから流れを変えていきましょう。ビーコルブースターの皆様、海賊たちに
I have to say, what I really like about this Fighting Eagles Nagoya team is their toughness. Defensively, they are really not giving much away. Kotsar, tired of messing around, goes right at O'Mara, and this time takes the shot with confidence and scores. And Kotsar is holding up there. 3-point shot, no good. They battle for the rebound. It's going to stay at this end. Yasuoka missing that 3, he's yet to score. Oba goes out, Kai King, Kiefer Ravena back into the game. Kai King usually provides a little bit of a spark. We didn't see it in the first half, maybe we will in the second. Yasuoka again, and this time gets off the snide. And it's a 16-point advantage. Kotsar drives in, just didn't finish. Good job, Ravena knocking it away. Kai King in the open floor. And he is fouled by Namizato, excuse me. Joby comes in. Henry goes out. Nakamura back into the game. Nakamura, his brother Takura, plays for Hiroshima. Have to check out and see what he's doing today. Well, Ravena called for the foul, and it is an uphill struggle right now for this Yokohama team. Joby, and look at that. O'Mara goes up and just jams it home. 17 points. Just are not matching that interior play. Kai King finally gets a bucket. Traveling is the call. Yasuoka. Suda comes back in. I mean, you take away the missed free throws and the turnovers from Fighting Eagles Nagoya, and they'd probably be up 20 points or more. As it is, it's a 15-point lead. Still an uphill struggle for Yokohama. Kiefer Ravena. Good job keeping hold of the basketball. Clark got the mismatch. The help comes. Goes up and is able to get the foul called. So free throws for Clark. Now Clark, maybe they could have possibly called him for hooking as he turned. His right arm is kind of getting his defender, wrapping it around him. There's Nakamura. I just checked, his brother hasn't scored yet today for Hiroshima. They're getting throttled by Shimane Susanoo Magic, the playoff-bound Shimane Susanoo Magic. Well, you just never know from one year to the next. Hiroshima made it to the playoffs last season, ended up winning the title this season on the outside, looking in on the playoffs. And the whistle blows and another foul. Oh boy, gets the ball right off the rim and it falls over this time. (61-46). Still time for Yokohama, but they've got to start getting some easier buckets, and they just can't afford to turn it over. They can't afford to miss the free throws and getting to the point where they can't afford to miss open shots. Under 14 minutes remaining in the game. Olajobi just powers his way down low and scores. Went right at Clark, who also has the foul trouble, so good, smart idea. Ooh, Clark. They don't blow the whistle. Still misses the shot. Turnover quickly the other way. Kai King, look at that, swats it away. And even when they push it as they do in that situation, that's the right, that's the right thing to do. Oh, Joby just lost it. Kai King, this is the right thing to do. Doesn't see Aaron coming over, and boy does he ever. Aaron Henry just swats it away. 17-point advantage. Ravena drives all the way in. Well, the one good thing that we've seen from Yokohama is they've continued to, they're battling, and if they continue to battle, they'll have a chance. Sasayama missing from deep. And the whistle blows, and the foul has been called. The problem is, when Henry and O'Mara on the court, there is just nothing happening down low for this team. They do get to the line here, but now it remains to be seen. Are they going to capitalize by making some free throws? It's only the second foul for Henry. Kotsar goes to the line, and this is the first. And it's been that kind of game today. Misses the second as well. It's just so deflating. He obviously doesn't want to miss it, but so deflating when you're battling away and you go to the line and you miss free throws. Sasayama missing it. I mean, this game, for all intents and purposes, should be over the way this Eagles Nagoya team has played, but instead Kotsar catches it and is fouled as he makes the shot and has a chance to cut the deficit to 12. Well, will they come back and win? Who knows? But, you know, it's one of these things where you just got to keep plugging away, battling. And if the other team, and the one area where I'd probably give, fault Fighting Eagles Nagoya is going down and taking a couple of quick three-pointers. As it is, their lead is 13, and it could be 12 if Kotsar could make a free throw. So here he is, Kotsar has had his struggles at the free throw line and continues to have them, and he just looks completely lost at the line right now. 2 of 7 from the stripe, Mike Kotsar. 13 points, the lead for Nagoya. Ooh, Sasayama. Ravena almost getting this turnover. He does force it anyway. Good job. Keeper Ravena, arguably the most important player on the court today for Yokohama. 13 points, making plays on defense. Sugiura for 3. Ooh. Fake. Good job, Sadohara for 3. Wow. Took it with confidence. Second time today we've seen one of those threes goes up for Nagoya. Gets a lot of rim and backboard, then drops in. Nice play. Good job, Tsudo, getting it to Kotsar. Nice pump fake. 3-point shot, not there. Ravena. It was Nakamura that didn't knock that down. Gonna try to hold it for 1. Ravena gets it up and in. That's your MVP right there for Yokohama. He's got 15 points. And that desperation heave goes into the stands. Well, 10 minutes still remaining. There's still a pulse somehow for Yokohama. Nagoya leading at 66-54, 10 minutes remaining. Clark with 4 fouls. He's the only player in foul trouble for Yokohama who just really have had a difficult day at the line. Just 10 of 19. That has really undermined their chances today. The foul trouble for Nagoya, just Sasayama has 3. So Yokohama also just 6 of 22 from three-point range compared to 9 of 23 for Fighting Eagles Nagoya. And Fighting Eagles Nagoya also with that superiority on the boards, 37 rebounds to 23 for Yokohama. O'Mara picks it up and gets it to drop. How many times have we seen them just get it up there? It goes off the rim, off the backboard, but that soft touch is getting, you got to give him credit for the soft touch, I guess. Oh, boy. Ball stolen. Excellent. And then Ravena reaches back in as Nakamura loses control and leads to the dunk from Mike Kotsar. Boy, what a break that was. Three-point look, and this time it does not drop. Oh, he's going to stay at this end. Kai King needs to get that rebound, but Sadaharu is putting the pressure on him. Here is Sadaharu driving tonight, trying to get to the line, a chance to get it to 10, maybe 9 if they can knock down a 3. Kiefer Avena puts it up, and that was short. Oh, good ball handling from Henry. Turns, puts it up. Oh boy, just beating him to the basketball. Sasayama, excellent work. Coming in behind the back pass, Sasayama. Henry drives in, goes to the right hand and misses. Well, that was a pass that almost got away. It's a good thing Kai King was ready for it. Kai King wanting to go up, wisely decides not to, but they have to settle for the 3, and that's not a bad thing at all when Kiefer Avena is on the court. Look at that, 18 points for the Gilas man. That is what you call responding in adversity. Ravena keeping his team in it. Here he is again. Says, you're gonna just give me a little bit of daylight. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't say that's bad defense by Namizato. It's just Kiefer Avena is the one player that seems to have his A game today for Yokohama. Oh, almost a turnover from Namizato. Seen both teams get away with that. Looked like a couple of travelings that could have been called. Oh, great job this time. Oh, 3-second violation on Olajobi. Turn. Oh, he can't get it to drop. Kotsar. It's such a struggle. Three-pointer. Sasayama can't get it to go. We need Kiefer Avena back in the lineup ASAP. And Kenta Mori probes, hands it off to Clark, fades. Three-pointer, and Nakamura can't get it to go. Omera, that is a foul, and they also reward the basketball to Nagoya. What a horrible call. I'm sorry. This is like Omera just completely bowled over Oba, and now they're going to change the call. I can understand the frustration. Oh no, they're not going to overturn. They're going to have a head coach's challenge. I mean, there's two things there. I think there's too much contact. But also, look like they just missed it. Let's see. I'll stand if I'm wrong, I'll stand corrected. Oh yeah. Yep, that's going to be Yokohama basketball. Well, good job by the refs to, that's why the head coach's challenge exists. Tuovi doesn't like having to use the head coach's challenge, but that's why it exists. Now, the fact that there wasn't a whistle blown there, I thought that was a foul, but anyway. 9-point deficit for Yokohama. Oba. Well, he was hot early, not so much now. And this time, Kotsar called for the foul, battling with Omera for position. Oh gosh! Well, they did miss that one. Second foul, Kotsar. That was a little too obvious. See Kotsar at the FIBA Eurobasket this summer in Riga. Olajobi spins, turns, scores. The former DePaul University man. Nice bounce pass. Kotsar goes up and scores. 5:50 remaining. There's still time for Yokohama. I think what they have to do though is get some easy buckets, and that is a great block by Clark. Good job, Olajobi, getting it back, but then throws it out of bounds. Kotsar has had a struggle. He hasn't played great today, but one thing you will say, he has played hard. So Matsuzaki comes back in for Oba. And more crucially, probably Kiefer Ravena comes back into the game. If anybody's going to bring him back, it's going to be Kiefer Ravena. I mean, just to illustrate my point about Kotsar, he's got 6 rebounds, 4 assists to go with his 14 points. Here. Nice pass, Kotsar. Nice hesitation, and that makes it a 7-point game. The thing about Kotsar, if he was making free throws, he'd be having a great game. He'd be up at 20 points right now. Bounce pass, a wonderful play. Good job, Olajobi. And Sean Omera, who was just pretty much dominant in the first half, now has 6 points in the second. Ravena, let's face. Good job, Namisato, playing defense, acutely aware that Kiefer Ravena is the man with the hot hand. So timeout on the court.
転勝利に向けて、さあブースターの皆さんの声を海賊たちに届けてください。レッツゴービーゴー。
So back to live action. Kotsar spins, turns O'Mara, and the ball goes off of Clark and out of bounds. (72-63). Well, they had the play drawn up. Now they get a long three and offensive rebound. O'Mara turns and scores. 23 points. What does that illustrate right there? Offensive, the rebounding has been a problem. O'Mara has been a problem. And Kotsar says, let's have a look and see if he's right. Well, you can't see it from there. Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah, that's a charge because he lowers his shoulder and goes right into him. That's one that's missed by the refs, unfortunately. You cannot lower your shoulder and go into a player like that. I don't know why they're not blowing the whistle. I don't like to criticize referees. Sometimes it's pretty obvious. That said, O'Mara has been the dominant player in this game. 23 points. He had his double-double by halftime. (74-63), Nagoya trying to seal the deal here today. Yokohama to get the first game of these two games this weekend. And Kotsar has it. Clark for three, rattles it in. There's still life in the Corsairs. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Henry back in the game with O'Mara. Sadahara. And Namizato penetrates, turns, puts it up, and misses. Well, here we go, folks. Don't go anywhere. Here's Kiefer Avena. And gets away with a difficult situation. He left his feet looking to score. This is going to be 2 points, and Clark goes in and scores. And it's a 6-point game. Namizato's last shot, not what the doctor ordered here, though. Get it to Sadahara, though, and he does a great job of getting himself some room to score there with Kotsar bearing down on him. Nice pass. And Ravena trying to get a foul called. Doesn't get it. Namizato the other way. Lays it up, and there's the follow. Oh, my goodness. How many times have we seen O'Mara go up and score with a putback today? It's a 10-point advantage. Kentamori goes in, takes the layup. That was the right play. He looked pretty shifty on that one, didn't he? I think this is the right thing to do if you're Nagoya. Take a little bit of time off the clock. Namizato hands it off to O'Mara. His touch has been sweet. What a game. I think we got to look and see what his game high's been this season. Clark. Henry guarding him. Good effort by Clark to get the shot off, but turns it over. So O'Mara this season obviously he's had some big games. Coming into this one, he had twice had 24 points against Nagasaki and Gunma Crane Thunder. And he had 20 against Alvark Tokyo. So he's got a new season high today. Sadahara, meanwhile, has 12 points. He's put a difficult start behind him. But O'Mara with 27 points. That's a new season high for him. He also has 19 rebounds. And I don't know what you can do about that if you're Yokohama. If you don't have Inglis, if you don't have that, you know, Kotsar has battled. He's done about as well as you could today. I mean, to be fair to O'Mara, he's hustled and he's scored with a lot of putbacks, and he has been the dominant player. And it helps him that Henry's out there as well, because Henry draws a lot of attention. So 56.9 seconds left. It's been a difficult finish to the game for Yokohama. They have battled, but I'm sure they'll come out tomorrow and try to get that final win of the season to leave the players and the fans with a good taste in their mouth. How about Henry? He's got 20. Right on his average. This could be the final possession, final shot. And the three-point shot is good, in fact. Oh, better late than never. And that was Sasayama. So he's got 3 points. And his brother hasn't scored. So he's come into the game for the first time and knocked down a 3. So he's at least won bragging rights over his brother today. And that's it, folks. As expected, they dribble it out. just a dominant display for Omera and Fighting Eagles Nagoya. They win it 86-73 over Yokohama B-CORSAIRS.
勝利したのはファイティングイーグルス名古屋でした。両チームに大きな拍手をお願いします。
See, that first quarter, they just never overcame it, Yokohama, when they were outscored 27-17. One more game remaining in the season for both of these teams. So we'll go down to the court and we'll hear from the Fighting Eagles, who, if they get a win tomorrow, they will win for the 30th time and finish with a 30-30 record. And Omera's going to be able to, I don't even know if he realizes he scored his season high today. So you see these two teams again trading blows tomorrow, tipping it off at 2:05 local time. Just like today. $86-73, convincing, yes, but maybe should not have been as close as it was. But, credit to Yokohama for continuing to fight. Shimane Susanoo Magic winning over Hiroshima. Okay, here, let's hear from the coach.
勝った動画
Coach
聞け
Kawabe.
ないですかね。あ、川辺コーチ堀川です。はい、お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様です。
聞こえますかね。聞けますかね。
あ、聞こえてます。
はい。勝った動画で出ますか。
じゃあ皆さん、
はい。
せーの、勝った動ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。すみません。今日ゾーンプレスであったりとか相手のゾーンに結構こう苦しめられる展開ももちろんありましたけれど、40分間見ててすごくちょっとこう余裕のあるようなゲーム運びをしているなというふうに感じたんですが、今日いかがでしたでしょうか。
入りちょっとディフェンスの緩さからスリーポイントを簡単にやらせないっていうゲームプランの一つで簡単にスリーやられてしまったり、プレスのところでターンオーバーを連発してしまって、チームとしては本当に前半っていうところをやったんですけど、後半またゾーンにはまりはしましたが、おっしゃってもらったみたいにその間もディフェンスを頑張って取られないっていうところをやり続けたっていうところが我慢できたところなのかなと思います。
もう本当に残すあと1試合になりますが、もう勝率5割であったりとか、もしかすると外のね高い以上の結果次第にはなるんですけれど、順位を上げることになるかもしれないんですが、この辺いかがどう考えてますか。
いや、そうですね、チームとしても5割を絶対目指そうということは練習の時から散々言いましたし、そのためには今日の1試合目、そして1クォーターのところが大事だっていうところはチームで共有できていたので、明日絶対勝てるようにまた今からいい準備したいなと思います。
たくさんまた
Coach says the first half was really bad, a lot of turnovers, but the second half was good.
一言いただけますか。
本当に画面越しでも、そして最近はどんどんアウェーでも応援してくださる方が増えて、僕8年目なんですけど本当に嬉しい限りです。 チームもなんていうんですか、ファンの皆さんと一緒に成長できているのかなと思います。あと1個皆さんと一緒に戦うので、明日も勝てるように一緒に戦ってください。ありがとうございます。
お疲れ様でした。明日も頑張ってください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
And just like we were talking about, Coach Kawabe said we need to win tomorrow because if we do, we'll finish the season with 30 wins, 30 losses, which would be 500.
はい、まずはお疲れ様でした。本日のゲーム振り返ってみていかがでしたでしょうか。
Thank you. It was a good game. I'm glad we came to a good city in a new gym. I enjoyed playing in Yokohama's new gym, and I'm glad we came out with the win. We have to get one more tomorrow.
はい、ありがとうございます。こういう大きな街の中に立っている素晴らしい新しいアリーナで素晴らしい雰囲気の中で自分たちが最後の2試合である試合のうちの1つの試合をですね、こういう素晴らしいファンの皆さんの目の前で行えたことすごく嬉しく思います。まず1試合目1勝目できたのですごく良かったです。明日もしっかり勝ちたいと思います。
今日ご自身のプレーとして20得点、7リバウンド7アシスト、スティールもつきました。毎回攻守にわたって大活躍というかチームに貢献されてますけど、トリプルダブルに近い数字になりましたが、ご自身どうですか。
The individual performance was okay. I think Sean played better than I did for the most part, but like I said, it's tough when you're not playing in the playoffs this late in the year, and I'm not really an individual performance or stats type of guy, so I'm glad we came out with the team win.
はい、個人的にはあまりできなかったんじゃないかなというふうに思っていまして、スタッツで見てもショーン・オマラ、54番のショーン・オマラ選手の方が得点取っていますし、まだ自分たちは一人一人で1対1をするようなチームではないので、もうプレーオフの可能性はないんですけれども、今までやってきたことを遂行しようという話をしてチームバスケットボールをしてしっかりチームの形で勝とうということができたので、今日しっかり勝てたことがまずは嬉しいと思います。
こんなことを聞くのはちょっと失礼なのかもしれないですし、ご本人は全く意識をされてないのかもしれないんですけれども、これで得点ランキングであったりとかスティールのランキングっていうのは明日のゲームで上位に入ってくるとは思うんですが、ご自身何か意識されてたり何か考えありますか。
That's good to know. I'm just, before this year started, I didn't know too much about my career with my injury. So, just to be able to say I finished another year above 50 games in the 60-game season, it's a blessing, man. I give the glory to God, and I'm just grateful every day I can wake up and play basketball, man. I thank God for it every day. I don't take it for granted.
そうですね、やっぱり個人のランキングっていうところはあまり気にしていたところではなくて、まだ明日しっかりプレーしてそこに入ってくるというのはすごく嬉しいんですけれども、今シーズン前はですね、自分の病気のこともあって、手術とかもあったので、もう正直バスケットボールでキャリア続けられるのかどうかもわからないような状態から、今の活躍に持ってこれたので、まず神様に感謝して日々毎日健康な状態で起き上がれてご飯が食べられてバスケットボール大好きなスポーツができて、またそれを仕事にできているということに日々感謝したいなというふうに思います。
明日ゲームに勝利すれば自力で5割であったり、もしかすると順位を1つ上げることができます。明日に向けて、ブースターに向けて一言お願いします。
In such a tough conference that we're in with so many ups and downs, we have so much inconsistency with our roster. Changes of the lineups and just injuries, just everything, man. It's been a tough year for everybody to adjust, and to say in a conference that we're in to finish 500 is nothing but, a good thing. We can't minimize our season because of the playoffs, and, the FB fans have been here the whole way. They're so consistent and so loyal to us, and, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for just how they've treated us, how the coaches have treated us, how the players have been to each other, man. And the FE organization is a good one to be a part of. So I'm just glad that if we finish 500 tomorrow, that's an accomplishment to me.
はい、まずチームとしてはまず勝率5割というところを明日しっかり勝ち切って達成したいというふうに思っています。やっぱりこのチームでこれまでプレーをしてきて、コーチですとかプレイヤー同士チームメイトでしっかり素晴らしい関係性を築いてきた中でファンの皆さんも常についてきてくれて献身的にサポートしてくれました。本当に感謝しています。また FE 名古屋というクラブも素晴らしいクラブでしっかり自分たちがこういう歴史のある文化のあるクラブに在籍しているなという誇りを持って明日もしっかり勝ち切ってチームとして5割でこのシーズンを終わりたいというふうに思っています。
ありがとうございました。明日も頑張ってください。
Thank you so much.
ありがとうございます。
Well, some nice words from Henry, and just saying, you know what, it has been a tough season. I think that's something that, you know, you have to take on board. It's a lot of fun watching on a Saturday and a Sunday or the midweek games, but it is a long season, and you have injuries, and you know, we saw it today with Yokohama not having Damian Inglis, how hard that made it on their team. And Fighting Eagles Nagoya in a very good conference have a chance to finish with 30 wins and 30 defeats. And if they do that, you know, I'd have to say that would be successful. You know, only 8 teams are going to make it to the playoffs. And it's not going to be either of these, but you still want to go out and play hard. And boy, did Sean O'Mara play hard today, as well as Henry. Those two guys really dominated. Nevertheless, we did see Yokohama get out of the gate fast. They took a 7-point advantage. Oba came out, hit a couple of threes. Then you had Uchi as well. He had 9 points. Uchio scoring all of those early on. Kiefer Avena coming off the bench today and really effectively kept his team in it with his performance, but they just had no answer for O'Mara. 27 points for O'Mara, 19 rebounds. That was Oba finishing off a nice move. The turnovers, I say that Kiefer Avena kept them in it, but also the turnovers. One area where Fighting Eagles Nagoya could have done better. They finished with 17 turnovers. Namizato had 3 threes go in today from as many attempts. Kotsar, he didn't play well, but he played hard. And I think that's all you can ask. But O'Mara was just a tower of power today. You look at Ravena's numbers, and 7-11 from the floor. Great hustle. I mean, I put Clark in the same boat as Kotsar. Didn't play well, but certainly played hard. You know, you talk about FE Nagoya as well, finishing 30-30. They actually have a chance to finish in 5th place, depending on what happens tomorrow. 5th, they could finish 5th in the Central, depending on what happens with Sunrockers Shibuya. And Sunrockers Shibuya will be taking on Alvaro Tokyo, so you'd have to say that Alvaro Tokyo will have a chance to beat them, and that would give this Nagoya team a chance. Of course, if Sunrock or Shibuya win one of their last 2 games, they would finish 5th. There's Kiefer Ravena again, kind of keeping his team in it. BCORSAIRS as well. Wasn't his day necessarily, but continued to fight. This is a great play by Clark. Let the defense fly past him. He finished with 18, Clark, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. I'll say he had a tough time today. He had a tough time, but still produced. That's a charge. I don't know how that wasn't called. And Clark knocking it down from deep. Finished 2 of 7 from deep. O'Mara just so many times when he scored with those second chance points, with those putbacks. And he also showed a nice touch there. Henry knocking down one of his threes. He was 2 of 4 from deep today. And they dribbled it out for the win. So they take a bow, and as well they should, trying to leave with those good vibes. You can see the numbers. 3 more makes inside the arc, 2 more threes, and 1 more free throw. Just complete domination on the boards. 48-29. Where they didn't win was the points off turnover battle. That was 21-13 in favor of Yokohama B-CORSAIRS. And points in the paint, they won that one 40-34. Second chance points, they won that one 16-4. And again, that was a lot of O'Mara. .28 points come from the bench to just 15, so a lot of that was thanks to Kiefer Ravena. And again, the leading scorer, the season high for O'Mara, 27 points, 19 rebounds, 18 points for Clark, as well as Kiefer Ravena had 18. BCORSAIRS 7 rebounds and 6 assists. 7 assists for Henry. Key players, well, Gary Clark. Those 2 guys lived up to the hype. I think it was a little bit harder for Clark to get his. But nevertheless, did work hard and got it. Got what he needed to. I was looking at Sean O'Mara as well from his rebounding standpoint. And you see the action coming up tomorrow. Just double checking. Yeah, that might have been a season high night. He had 18 rebounds before. So it looks like Sean O'Mara not only had a season high in points, but also rebounds. 19 rebounds. And again, those are the playoff matchups as we speak. Which one do you guys like the most? Eureka Golden Kings, Brex, perhaps on course for a showdown in the semifinals. Who knows? And also in the B2. Toyota McGrouse's battling away. The Brave Warriors as well. We've seen those 2 teams recently in the B1. Perhaps they're on course for a final showdown. Who knows? So we're almost at the end of the regular season, and one final time today. Good day for the Fighting Eagles in Nagoya as they win for the 29th time. If they win tomorrow, they'll finish with 30 wins and 30 defeats. They'll be at 500. Who knows? Depending on what happens with Sunrock or Shibuya, maybe they'll leapfrog them into first place. Shibuya taking on Alvark Tokyo this weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody.